Department. Ty advises Dunn's Risk Group on a holistic approach to insurance, bond, Commander, the National Records Manager, and the Security and Privacy Officer for Dunn. In the community, Ty is the current board president of Kansas City Bicycle, KC's revolutionary new bike sharing system. Ty helped steer the establishment of that nonprofit, as well as a sister organization, Bike Walk KC, which promotes the advancement of pedestrian cycling issues for kids and adults through advocacy, education, and programming. Ty is also a member of the Grants Committee of Impact KC, which is a local philanthropic giving organization. A graduate and former chair of the Centurions Leadership Program, Ty has been continually involved in civic and charitable endeavors since he moved here 9 years ago. He has had the privilege of working with Campfire USA, the Tour of Missouri Pro Bike Race, and the March of Dimes, among others. Recently, he was honored to be named to Ingram's 2013 40 Under 40 class. Ty's roles, especially charitable, have the greatest value to him because of his family. He and his wife, Amy, live in Leawood with their 3 children and aim to do their part to make the community a place where children can thrive. Ty?
Thank you all so very much. And first and foremost, thank you to Gillis. First, thank you to Gillis for all that they do, which you've seen depicted in the video tonight and in Doug's remarks. But thank you also for this wonderful evening, this beautiful room, this great crowd. I appreciate it so much. To be able to share the stage tonight with people like Steve and Jill is truly, truly humbling. And with the past honorees of this award. I also want to thank my good friend Kyle Hartman, Marshall Lockton, and the Lockton Companies for nominating me for this award. You know, when others in the community perceive value in the things that you do, that truly is a reward in and of itself. I'm very fortunate to also have my father with me here tonight. And after watching the video and listening to Doug's remarks, I was reminded once again how fortunate I am. When you think about Gillis and the boys and girls that they serve and the challenges that they face every day, I know how fortunate I am to have been raised in a safe and stable and nurturing environment. It allowed me to thrive and allowed me to give back to my community. And although she didn't want me to do this, lastly, I want to recognize my wife and tell her thank you. She not only supports me in the things I do, and she's not devoting time to raising our children or her own work. She's a great community servant in and of herself. A past board president of Impact KC and a current board member at Spofford. Amy, you truly are my inspiration to be involved, to try to help our community, and to make it all fit in our very, very busy lives. So thank you. Now, the 2 organizations that I work with, Bike Walk KC and the Community Bike Sharing Group, are kind of a unique story. In less than a year's time, we were able to stand up 2 new nonprofits here in the Kansas City area, and we've already seen that they've had tangible effects. Compare that to Gillis. Over 140 years of serving our community. That's longevity. That's real, that's permanent, and that's special. And I only hope that the groups that I work with might someday have a fraction of that longevity. Now, I've had a chance to visit with the folks at Gillis quite a bit, and you know there's always one commonality in all these nonprofits. It's the staff. Passionate and committed staff are what keeps these enterprises running every day. And so while they might be giving us awards tonight, to me this night is really a celebration of the team at Gillis. They've gone out of their way every day and tonight in all that they do. When I visited at Gillis, I got to talk to Mary Ellen and Kim and Katie, and we talked a little bit about the situations that they deal with every day there. Well, you can imagine with these youth and families that are in the worst situations and most at risk, that for the staff at Gillis, there's quite a bit of turnover. So it was really surprising and wonderful for me to hear from Kim about a few people who've beaten those odds at Gillis. Dave Janssens, Pam Sanders, and Ron Kuntz have served a combined 102 years for Gillis. And I think that's really important. You know, I work with bikes right now on a daily basis. Gillis works with at-risk youth. Those two things couldn't be any more diverse. But it's actually that diversity that has really struck me. They couldn't be any more different, but here's what those two things represent. They're two nonprofits filling two very important needs in our community. They're two among hundreds of nonprofits that form a patchwork of services in this community that give support, enthusiasm, and love to needs that need to be met. I hope tonight, if anything, is an inspiration to you and an affirmation of your part in that very special patchwork that we call Kansas City. Thank you again for sharing this moment with us tonight.
Thank you, Ty. Well, what amazing stories we've heard tonight, and what a great group of people this is. And we want to thank you.